Hello, my friends, and what the hell? Welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have here a video about 3 minutes with Poilievre, which he is a Canadian politician. He is opposing the weasel Justin Trudeau. He is the conservative side of Canadian politics. And I've been watching many videos of Mr. Poilievre. And he is smart, ballsy, quick, just like this, has no problem in pointing out to the reporter or whomever, you are wrong and I am right. Fantastic. Now, I don't know if Poilievre is supported by the same parents as support Mr. Justin Trudeau, but nevertheless, I have here a video, as I said, 3 minutes, in which a weasel Canadian reporter accuses him of falsehood, of lying, and he's going to answer and says, no, actually, your company that you work for, you lied 3 times, you apologize regarding this event, and he's going to mop the floor with this woman reporter. So, here is the video. I will start it right now.
Do you think it was responsible for you to call yesterday's explosion by the checkpoint at the Rainbow Bridge terrorism when no U.S. or Canadian officials said that was or authorities said that was the case, and when the New York governor also said there was no evidence to suggest terrorism activity?
Actually, you're wrong. You're with CP? Okay, so CP, by the way, CP, just for everyone's knowledge, did have to make 3 corrections for falsehoods that they put into a single article. I think that might be unprecedented. I'm actually thinking about checking with the Guinness Book of World Records to see if there's ever been a news agency that has had to issue 3 corrections for patent falsehoods that they admit they had been made in one single article, and now you've made yet another falsehood in your question. Where you are wrong is that CTV reported that the government of Canada was presuming that the incident was terrorist. So, yeah, that's what I said in my remarks. You're right. It was a media report. But it's citing media reports and not. Which is what I said. In the House, I said there are media reports. And you think that's a responsible thing to go on? So you put that kind of a statement at the time without... What kind of statement?
We don't know what she asks, but nevertheless, or what she says, but nevertheless, he's going to smack her in a second.
I didn't. I said there were media reports. No, there's no distinction. What I said, and I was right, was that there were media reports.
Look at the guys behind, how they nod and they react.
Of a terror-related event. By your admission, there were media reports of a terror-related event. And that media report, according to CTV, unless you're questioning their integrity now, came from security officials in the Trudeau government.
You can find
So do you think the CTV was irresponsible in putting out that tweet?
And she said, I can't comment on that. And he's going to smack her. You just commented so far. So what stops you now?
Sorry, I'm asking, and I've already answered that. Do you think CTV was irresponsible to put that tweet out? Well, you just did comment. Okay. So, I just hope you're not going to print something that you have to apologize for again. I should also add, I think CP does work for CTV. So this is very awkward now, where we have CP attacking someone that they do work for. CTV is a client of CP, and now we have CP attacking CTV's reporting. This is a very awkward issue. I don't know if there's a way that the 2 news agencies can sort that out.
Well, my friends, now that's a guy. I like him. I don't know who's behind him, and I don't know all the ins and outs over there in Canada. I know who's in charge, and that's not Trudeau or Poilievre. But nevertheless, as a guy, the way he answers, the way he thinks, that's why, my friends, when I meet someone, I want to see how he or she thinks. Not necessarily what kind of information parrots back. how that person puts together, analyzes the information or synthesizes the information and knowledge and comes with a concise answer. They say, oh my God, look how these guys got all that information. And when you hear this kind of answers, you're overwhelmed in a way of like, this guy has something in his freaking head. He knows how to think, he pays attention, and he knows shit. And also has the balls to call her a liar right there. I don't know if you're going to print this, but whatever. And again, turn everything into a different dimension that these weasels are not prepared. These guys are not prepared. They have a list of questions they know they have to ask. They ask the question, and when they're asked back, I can't comment, but it has a follow-up. Says the question A, and then it has A1, A2, A3, in depending on what kind of answer you get. And they go from that one. They can't link it. They imagine how much time these guys have. And not only that, how much they got here and how young they are. Why do I say young? Poilievre seemed pretty young, but nevertheless, is how much time you have to accumulate information, to practice your information in real life, in real debates. You need practice. You need to get engaged in this kind of debates and question answers. Otherwise, you freeze. And then you remember after 3 minutes, oh shit, I should have said that. Well, next time when you're gonna have a conversation on that subject, you can come back with that one. But the problem is you're gonna have another question then, and then you freeze again. No problem. You learn. We all learn. I think we all been caught with the pants down in our lives, but the problem is how fast you learn, you adjust. That's important. So nevertheless, he smacked her. She thought that she's gonna destroy him with about that. If you remember that in Niagara Falls thing, that car hit the post over there and tried to cross the border with that. What was that? What car was that? Was it a very expensive one? It was not a Bentley, was it? But it was something very expensive. I can't remember the car. But nevertheless, here is Poilievre. I will make more videos with him. I have them right now because I have them, but time doesn't allow me to get to all that I would like to make. If I would start right now making videos of how many articles, how many things I would like to share with you, I would be 24/7 talking here. 24/7. What you get here is what I think is, the most meaningful thing that should be shared with everybody else. There's so many pieces of news and things like this where you have a certain president smacking someone, or turning the tables on someone, or someone lying, or someone covering for someone else. You always find these kind of things. So I'm going to make, I think I have at least 4 or 5 ready with Poilievre. So I'm going to pay attention. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Now, it doesn't make him a good politician. I saw him in a debate with Weasel Trudeau in the House of Commons, I think. You have something like that. Is that how it's called, right? In your parliament. And again, smacks the weasel guy, the drama, whatever teacher who's just parroting the same things over and over. He's like a vinyl, He's not changing it. Poilievre gets out of it and catches and laughs of this guy, and this guy is like, yes, diversity, indigenous people, inclusion, love, fuck you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.